Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And in this video, we're taking a look at Invictus launch week, and it's going to be a closer look at the Javelin, the Idris, and the F8 Lightning. So if you go up to one of the stations, either Arc Corps by Eni Point, Port Tressler at Microtech, or Everest Harbor at Hurston, you have an opportunity to see the Invictus launch fleet. Now you can track this fleet pressing F2 to bring up your Mobiglass and the star map, and it will show you where this fleet currently is. And as you can see right here, I believe I'm at Hurston, and this ship, this Javelin, is coming into port. So the fireworks are going off, which is pretty cool. The Javelin's coming in, and then behind me, the F8 Lightnings are coming in as well. So I want to check those out first. As you can see, they are landing here. Kind of neat that they have them staggered. It'd probably be really easy to make them all come at once, but who knows. So you can see this thing is bristling with guns. 3 on the left side, 3 on the right side, and 2 on top in the little turret. So 8 guns all together, and I believe they're all size 3s here. Could be wrong. Maybe the 2 on the wingtips are a little bit smaller. Let's take a look from maybe we can get on top of it. Let's take a look. So you can access this little docking yard at all these stations. They are the security docks. A, B, and C usually is what they're lettered. So you can definitely take an elevator ride to those and then walk out on these platforms and get a closer look at the different ships. It's going to let me open the canopy. Will it let me get in? No. Oh, let's open it up again. Maybe I can eject this dude. That would be cool. Sadly, it's not going to let me do that. So, you can't do anything with the F8 Lightning once you get on it, unfortunately. But it was a cool attempt. Let's go take a closer look at the Javelin. The Javelin is a destroyer, so it's a capital ship, but it's the destroyer class, so it's not even close to the biggest capital ship in the Navy. It's actually one of the smaller sized ships. Obviously the Idris is smaller, the Polaris, the Hammerhead, those are all smaller capital class type ships. So the Hammerhead's hardly a capital, but they probably still considered a corvette. Take a look at the size of these broadside guns. These things are massive. Absolutely ridiculously massive. And then they have the Gatlins up here on top. Those are probably going to be some sort of anti-fighter, anti-torpedo type guns. And it's on each one of these huge gun installations on the side of this Javelin. There's 3 on each side, and then there are more underneath as well. I mean, I wish I could tell you what size guns they are. You can't go by anything on the Matrix page because it's wrong. Then it has another set of guns up front here, facing forward. Yeah, these guns are so big. Those are probably at least size 5s right there. I'm thinking they're size 6s. And then the ones on the side are probably 7s to 8s, probably 8s. Let's take a look at the torpedo bay. So this is a size 12 torpedo bay. I believe it launches up to 32 torpedoes. So it can do some nasty damage. As you can see, I'm trying to go into the torpedo bay. Might be cool if I could float in there and somehow clip into the ship, but sadly I just keep banging my head into it. No matter how lined up I really am, I won't be able to get in there. So yeah, it's a massive torpedo tube. You can see that the width is about the size of a person, really. It's huge. These torpedoes are going to be really big. It's going to be able to take on some really big ships. But Polaris obviously has size 10s, which are smaller, but they can fire more at a time. Whereas the Javelin's only going to be able to fire 2 at a time. But, I mean, you take a look at the guns on the Javelin. Those are just ginormous guns. And you kind of see a little theme here with the UEE Navy ships having this little spot in the front. It's kind of like, makes them kind of look like a fork. Eventually, we'll get another look at the Retribution, which is supposed to be the supersized dreadnought for the UEE Navy that I don't think we'll get to see more than a few moments of in the Squadron 42 campaign. But it's super, super huge. Like, the Bengal carrier is big. It's massive. But the Retribution makes it look tiny. It's like double the size or something. It's really ridiculously big. Again, take a look at these guns. Oh my goodness. Those are big. And you can see they've got 3 more underneath. And then you have the really big guns. These things have to be size 10. I mean, they're not railgun size, obviously, that the Idris has, but in sizing nomenclature, they're good 9 or 10. I mean, they're absolutely ridiculously big. These things are one-shotting any fighter, for sure. And it may one-shot things like a hammerhead. Well, maybe not one-shot. If you hit them with all 4 barrels, it may put a hammerhead in serious trouble. They're just, wow, yeah. Look at the size of them compared to the body. Yeah. So it's got 1 on top of the ship and 1 below the ship. So 8 of these big guns. And they have a little rail system that they can travel on. So they can get more coverage around the ship. Really impressive. This ship is awesome, drool-worthy. I can't wait to have it in my hands. It's going to be so much fun. I don't know how much it's going to cost to put 1 of those guns on. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty penny. I would imagine we're going to get some Civi-type guns, but if we want this thing to perform at maximum peak performance, we're going to have to upgrade these guns, and holy crap, that's going to be an undertaking. So we're going to fly over the top of the bridge here. The bridge seems smaller than what I can recollect, especially if you go to the Javelin wreck on Daymar. It seems smaller than that even. I thought it'd be wider. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems smaller to me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Javelin, or the F8 Lightning, or even the Idris. Just, yeah. I mean, this thing is huge. It's stunningly huge. And from what I hear, if you get into a fight, or you have a crime stat, and if you want to call it a fight, and you get close to this thing, it will open fire on you. And you'll have a bad day quickly. You won't survive a shot. Nope. Yeah, you'll die pretty quick. Although that might be interesting to test out in a bigger ship that has an actual crew. So maybe I can put something together for that. I will tell you that I took a run at it with a Retaliator, not the Javelin per se, but the Idris, and unloaded an entire torpedo swarm. All the torpedoes on the Idris rather, and not a thing. I didn't even turn red. I didn't become a bad guy for firing on it, but it didn't do a scratch to the Idris. So these ships could be pretty impressive, or that could be a feature that's in just so that we don't blow up the military ships, because that would probably break some things. Understandable. Let's take one more look here at the Javelin, one more flyby. I noticed that there is the drop bay or whatever on top. There's also a hatch up there as well, though I'm not sure if there's a docking hatch on the side of this ship. I haven't seen that. But here's like the bay here. This ship is so big. So big, beautiful, awesome. I really, really love it. I'm so glad they put this in. We finally get to see one of the top tier ships. Fantastic. So yeah, this is so cool. You guys can check this out as well. Again, if you go up into orbit during when the Invictus launch fleet is in one of those areas, you can definitely check it out. If the ship is in the dock like it is right now, you won't be able to fly very close to it, but like autopilot will steer you away. But if you catch it coming into dock or leaving the dock, you'll be able to fly pretty close to it in your ship. Oh, I did try ramming the Javelin with a hammerhead, and that ended really badly. Again, no crime stat though, and no damage to the Javelin, obviously. Again, I'm trying to clip through. That's what a lot of people are trying to do, see if they can't get inside, and I did damage to myself as I did that. I will have a little surprise for you with the Idris, because I do clip through part of the Idris. But don't get your hopes up too much. Not much happened from that, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Idris. Real quick, this ship has 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 of those big guns on the sides and underneath, and then it's got, I'm sorry, 9 pairs, so that's 18, and then it's got the 8 really big guns, and then it's got anti-aircraft, anti-torpedo guns on those side-mounted broadside guns. So this is the Idris. It too is a very large ship, very cool looking. I kind of like the design of the Idris a little more, at least the way it looks. Looks like less movable parts, but as we fly under the bridge. But I like them both. They're really cool. And then we'll fly towards the back here. We can take a look at the rear. See, it's got those big engines on the outsides and a couple underneath. And then that's the hangar bay right in front of us. Looks like there's a hatch right above us right now. Can't get into any of those right now, unfortunately. I should have tried to clip through the hangar. Actually, I think I did try to do that, and it didn't work out so well. There looks like an Argo bay that we just flew under. And then this is the Railgun, which was listed as a size 10, but I think they're going to have to redo some of the sizing on the guns, because, I mean, that's a pretty massive gun. That's bigger than what we were seeing on the Javelin, maybe by just a little bit. But yeah, that's a really big gun, and it runs pretty much the length of or at least half the length of the ship. We'll get a little bit more look of the scale here as I go into third-person view. This thing is beautiful. Wow. I can't wait to get my hands on one of them too, because it's going to be a lot of fun. I believe my org are going to have a lot of fun with these ships. There's going to be a lot of gameplay to be had. You know, running it, protecting it. You know, these things may have some cargo space. We could actually do some cargo runs, maybe. Might be a little overkill. Ships are just awe-inspiring. And I imagine whenever we see them in actual battle, it'll be even more awe-inspiring. Especially the Javelin, if you can see those guns going off broadside and on top of it. Oh my goodness. That will be something to fear and something to watch. So the Idris has got these littler turrets. They're so much littler than the Javelin, and it only has like 6 of these little turrets. So it's a little scary how this thing's supposed to defend itself. I guess that's a reason why it's got the spinal mounted railgun, you know, up front, and it's got the fighter complement that you can have from inside. Now here's a visual bug with it. there's actual hull plating all around that. You're not supposed to see through it. They don't have all of the interior fleshed out on these, or at least they didn't put them in right now. So I don't know why they have these pieces that are missing, because there's actually, you can't clip through that. There's an actual wall there. As you can see, I hurt myself again trying to go into that area, unfortunately. Things not to try at home, right? Okay, so here's the docking hatch on the left, and I will be able to clip through this docking hatch, which is pretty cool. So guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed before, please hit that subscribe button. It's awesome that all you guys who have been watching my videos lately, subscribing, supporting the channel, either through Patreon or YouTube. All that information's down below in the description of this video, as well as my org. You're welcome to join. We have people from all over the world in it. Great people. They're all very friendly, very helpful. And yeah, my referral code is also in the description of the video here. So if you guys are new to the game and you want to pick up your first package during Invictus launch week, here is the perfect time to do that. Use my referral code. Again, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.